Let's move on to our first main topic today. Chris, what is our first main topic today?
First topic is coming from Mitch Caulfield. Hey, John. Joker has been rated R, and I can gladly see why. I love the new trailer, and it has me more excited for this movie even more. Will they announce any more information at the Venice Film Festival? I think Phoenix needs an Academy... Phoenix needs an Academy Award for his performance. I can see many awards happening in this movie. Love it. Your thoughts?
Well, yeah, so the new trailer for Joker dropped yesterday. We didn't do a John Campea episode yesterday, so we didn't talk about it at that time. And just like the first one, it looks frickin' stunning. It looks absolutely stunning. And it looks unlike anything we usually associate with comic book movies. I mean, this is going for depth of story and drama. And this is going for awards pedigree kind of moviedom, you know? This is not generally, nor does it necessarily need to be, but I'm saying this isn't generally what we get from our superhero motif stuff. Now, the one thing I'm going to suggest that we pump the brakes on is saying things like, Joaquin Phoenix needs an Academy Award for this performance. We haven't seen his performance yet. I mean, it's Joaquin Phoenix. The performance is going to be great. But let's pump the brakes a little bit on he needs to win the Academy Award for this when we haven't even seen him acting in it other than out of context clips that we see in a trailer. So I'm very excited about Joaquin doing this. I'm sure he's going to be brilliant. But again, let's just pump the brakes on the whole he should win the Academy Award for this. Let's just put a pause on that, put a pin on that. Now, look, I've been excited about this Joker movie from the beginning. And I've expressed why. But you know what? Our friends over at Slash Film, they just wrote an article about this. And one of the things that they said in their article really does encapsulate why I'm excited for this movie on many different levels. This is the one thing taken from an article at Slash Film. In many ways, Joker looks to be somewhat refreshing. We've spent so long trapped in a world of cinematic universes springing up around comic book properties that the prospect of a standalone story is unique. We don't have to worry about how is this story might tie into Shazam or Aquaman or any other DC-inspired film. We're just being presented with a totally independent tale, and for that, I'm enthusiastic. And you guys know I have been incredibly enthusiastic about the prospect of a Joker movie on this level. Not to mention all the people involved behind the scenes, not to mention Joaquin Phoenix or Robert De Niro, Zazie Beetz, on and on and on. But it's just this principle that this movie has been based on. The idea of a true standalone film again has made me very, very excited. Now we get the new trailer. And asking, will we get more information at the Venice Film Festival? Well, what information is left? The movie's made. Like, are we going to find out new casting? A little late for that. No, I don't think we're going to get any new information. I think the information gathering stage of Joker is now done. Thankfully so. At this point, any information that comes out is either bad news or spoilers. So we don't want, that's the window we're in right now. We don't want any of that. But it does bring up the question about the potential and the possibility of it being an awards film. Again, it being an awards film, it's premature to say. But again, from this new trailer, we're seeing that is what they're going for. Mm-hmm. This is a superhero movie or a comic book based movie that is also being positioned as a prestige film. And that is not something we've gotten a lot of. And it's going to be fascinating. And you know what? Here's the one thing I'm worried about, Chris, is that the approach they're taking, I fear there's going to be no matter how utterly brilliant this movie is, I fear there is going to be some backlash from the hardcore comic book movie fan community, I should say. And the director said this himself because I think there's going to be a bunch of people going in expecting to see Heath Ledger's Joker, or expecting to see a comic book version of Joker. They've said they've gone a different way with this to really make it a character study. And my fear is that there's going to be some people going into this expecting a traditional comic book movie. Mm-hmm. And when they get something that's not a traditional comic book movie, regardless of how brilliant it may be, they may walk out with a sour taste in their mouth. So I like the fact that they've been trying to prepare people for that. It's like, guys, this is a dramatic film. This is a character study film. This is, it's not your traditional comic book movie. They've been trying their best to prepare people for that and hope that's the case. But does it look like it could be an Oscar contending film? It certainly looks like that's what they're going for. Anyway, Chris, you had a chance to see the new Joker trailer. Are you thinking that it looks good? Are you thinking it doesn't look all that hot? Are you thinking that, yeah, it looks like it could be kind of an Oscar position sort of film? How are you feeling about it right now?
I'm so hyped for this trailer. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm so excited. I definitely think this could be poised to win awards, but we have to see the movie. You know, the proof is going to be in the pudding. A trailer does not make a campaign for an Oscar. It just doesn't.
True.
That being said, too, with the comparisons to Heath Ledger, you know, we all kind of forget that we weren't on board with Heath Ledger. So many fanboys at the time were like, oh, that guy?
Brokeback guy?
Knight's Tale dude? What? No. Knight's Tale is a great movie. I don't care what anyone says.
Paul Bettany's brilliant in that, by the way.
I love that movie. We all were worried about that. We all wanted Jack Nicholson. And I would implore all of you, especially you comic book fans, to go into this just like you would any comic that has the Joker. We usually don't know anything about his backstory. That's been purposefully not had a canon story. Some people argue that Killing Joke really gave us that backstory. Other people say that that's a one contained thing and that's not necessarily the Joker's origin story. So let's go into this with fresh minds. We're getting a whole new story here. We shouldn't know anything else until the movie happens. So that extra information, don't worry about. Just wait till you see the film and enjoy the ride. I think Joaquin Phoenix is brilliant. I mean, he's not let me down in a movie. I'm not crazy about his rapping, but, you know, I'm super, super hyped for this, and I just need to see the movie to know if he's going to win awards or be nominated.
Yeah, and that's true. But the other thing it's going to debut. It's going to play at the Venice Film Festival. Mm-hmm. It's playing at the Toronto International Film Festival. The programmer, the head of the Toronto International Film Festival, already referring to this Joker movie as a masterpiece and stuff like that. I mean, it's hard not to get psyched.
Oh,
it may not be for everybody, but I am foaming at the mouth to see this. Absolutely. Guys, question is, what did you think about this latest Joker trailer? Do you think it's got award season vibe? Do you think that's maybe being overplayed a little bit right now? What do you think about that? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.